Funny how Kamala only cared about the country when she was running for president, and right now she's nowhere to be found. And I know what you K-Hub are going to say. Well, you guys rejected her, you guys didn't want her, so she is a normal human now. She's normal, whatever. Well, we better not see her fucking ass in 2028 running for office if that's the case. Because right now, she could be speaking out, but she's quiet. I mean, after all, this is her fault, for not separating herself from Biden and that other country. But yeah, we better not hear from her ass in 2028 because right now she's MIA.
We need to talk about this. A young man just went off saying Kamala Harris is mean and only cared about the country when she was running for president. He even warned that she better not show up in 2028 if she's staying silent right now. And let me tell you, the internet has thought. So is he speaking fact or is this just political drama? Let's break it all down.
Got to worry about that, sweetheart. You won't even be here in 2020. You probably get deported. 2028. Look at this idiot.
Once again, y'all need to stop worrying about what Kamala Harris is doing. Kamala Harris is living her life. It is not her fault that y'all epic failed in New.
So you didn't want a black woman in motherfucking office, but you still want a black woman to speak for you all. After y'all ran her ass through the motherfucking ground and pretty much encourage y'all people in regards to Palestine or what the Palestinians or whatever the case may be, y'all encourage your own cultural people to not vote for her but vote for a third party person. See, the thing is, you think people owe you shit, especially black women. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, black women. Always remember that to the day we die and the next generation, black women, y'all gonna be forever damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because it seems like that if they don't vote you in, they don't want to vote you in because you a black woman, but they still want you to fight the fight as a black woman to protect them. The fuck?
Funny how Kamala only cared about the country when she was running for president, and right now she's nowhere to be found. And I know what you K-Hub are going to say. Well, you guys rejected her, you guys didn't want her, so she is a normal human now. She's normal, whatever. Well, we better not see her fucking ass in 2028 running for office if that's the case. Because right now, she could be speaking out, but she's quiet. I mean, after all, this is her fault, for not separating herself from Biden and that other country. But yeah, we better not hear from her ass in 2028 because right now she's MIA.
Did you vote for her? Or did you stay your ass home? I'm guessing you did the other. Which means that you don't get the bitch. She did her job. She's resting. Like the rest of us. And I really wish I would have shut the fuck up with this. Where's Kamala at? Bullshit. Y'all failed to do y'all's job. And now we're here.
Funny, huh? She living her best life. Y'all was going to all her stuffs calling her, don't vote for Kamala Harris, vote for Joe Biden. Don't vote for Kamala Harris, vote for Jen Stein. Genocide Joe. And she had to constantly tell y'all that she was talking. And then when all the misogynistic men went out and said, we're not fucking putting a woman in office, then you all clapped hands and dabbed fingers. But now that Donald Trump is fucking y'all up, y'all hollering, where's Kamala? Kamala, first of all, stupid fuck, is Kamala. And anyway, she's living her best fucking life. And believe me, she's never gonna fucking run for president again. Because Donald Trump is gonna fuck y'all so good that ain't nobody gonna be able to get us out this shit. So I hope you're having a good time. But stop talking about where the fuck she at. She living her best life, and hopefully she's about to be working somewhere else so that she could try to bring this government back together. But that White House shit for women, ain't working so good, boo-boo.
No, Pedro. Not here, not now. You know why? Because if you were working for a job for 4 years and you decided that you had to go because your job position was given up to someone else that was unqualified, you wouldn't give a fuck either. Same applies here. That woman served her term, tried to get elected as president, lost, and took her ass home, and now is resting with the 92%. Juan, I suggest you focus on other things. That woman is resting. Okay? You get your friends Bradley and Chad and protest if you mad. Let that woman rest. She did what she needed to do. Okay?
Shh. 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 You answered your own inquiry. Kamala. Kamala. Repeat after me. Kamala. You disrespectful ass colored person. And if her black ass want to be up there in 2028 running for motherfucking president of this here United States, then your ass don't have to vote for her, just like you didn't vote for her this time. Now you sit your ass in that car and talk about something else. Because what you gonna do about Kamala is zip it. You're doing this. I need you to be doing this.
Let me ask you this. Did you vote for her? I don't think you did. And yeah, you're right. She is living her best life because, like you said, no one wanted her to be president. So she just saying, let the place burn. And I hope she runs again in 2028. I hope she does. And you sitting there saying that she shouldn't? Why not? I mean, hey, that's just her opinion. She don't have to be out here trying to go rah-rah and pom-pom, all that stuff. There's other people who can do it for her. Like you said, she's not elected. She ain't being president. So why do you care? Why are people caring that, oh, she's not out in the trenches doing this? Why? It's stupid. It's stupid. You're stupid. It's all stupid. Let her live her life. Leave her alone, okay? Bye. Damn.
Okay, so firstly, how is she supposed to separate herself from Biden when she was his vice president? Secondly, in case you've been living under a rock, black women are resting right now. Thirdly, she's a private citizen. What do you want her to do? You want her to come out and speak publicly? Which leads me to fourthly, what would you like her to say? I fucking told you so? What do you want her to say that she wasn't saying ad nauseum all last year?
I don't know if you missed the memo or something, but Kamala Harris is a part of the 92%, and we're on vacation. Don't look for her. Don't check for her. Mind your business. Deal with whatever it is that you and your community got to deal with. But she minding her black woman business, loving on her mixed race family, taking a much needed vacation after all the bull crap the other side did and put her through and accused her of and all of this stuff. She is taking a much needed vacation. Oh, y'all forgot she was the previous vice president of the United States of America. She's on vacation for the next 4 years, rightfully so. Mind your business, homeboy, and focus on what it is that you and your community need to focus on. And we don't need to speak on exactly what that is because you already know.
Whatever.
You know, I've seen a couple of videos like this. I'm confused. The election is over. Kamala is not in the White House any longer. I don't know what it is she's doing right now. I guess she's with Doug, doing what her and Doug must do. She was in the White House for 4 years is what she did. She ran for president. She didn't win because Felon had somebody cheat for him. And so she's moving on with her life. So I'm confused as what is it that you guys want her to be doing right now? She's probably at home chilling with the rest of the 92%, that's probably what she's doing. Watching this country burn. That's probably what she's doing. Saying, I told him. Right there with Michelle. I told him. That's probably what she's doing.
Funny how
Look, this young man's speech went viral for a reason, because a lot of people are feeling the exact same way. He straight up called Kamala Harris out, saying she only cared about the country when she was running for president. But now that she's in office, she's nowhere to be found. And honestly, that is a criticism we have heard before. People expected Kamala to have a stronger presence as vice president. I mean, let's not forget, when she was running, she was vocal about everything. She had plans, she had solutions, she had sound bites that made headlines. But now, when the country is dealing with inflation, international conflict, immigration issues, and political division, she's been quiet, and people are noticing. Now, let's be fair. Some of her supporters argue that it's not really her job to be the loudest in the room. The vice president doesn't always have the spotlight. That's just how the position works. Historically, most vice presidents wasn't out there making daily speeches or driving policy decisions. But here's the problem. Kamala campaigned like she was going to be different. She positioned herself as a fighter, someone who was going to take on the big issues, and yet once she got the job, she faded into the background. And this young man in the video, he pointed out something a lot of people have been thinking. If she stays this silent now, why should anyone take her seriously in 2028? If she suddenly pops up again full of ideas and passion, are people just supposed to forget how quiet she was during Biden's administration? Is a valid question. Let's not forget that Kamala had a pretty rough start as vice president. There were reports of diffusion in her office, high staff turnover, and criticism that she wasn't handling her responsibilities well. Remember when she was put in charge of handling immigration? People expected her to be on it, but her response felt slow and lacking the direction. That is when the whole "where is Kamala" narrative really started, and it never fully went away. Now, some of her supporters push back, saying she's been unfairly criticized. They argue that if she were a white male vice president, nobody would expect her to be constantly making statements. And while there might be some truth to that, the fact remains she positioned herself as someone who was going to be out there leading. And now, silence. This is why the young man comment about Kamala Harris Mian is resonating with people. He's frustrated because, in his view, she could be speaking out, she could be leading on key issues, but instead, she's just riding out Biden's term without making waves. And let's be real, this ties into the bigger issue of why Biden's approval rating are struggling. A lot of Americans feel like their leadership isn't doing enough. Inflation is still a problem, wages hasn't keeping up, housing prices are crazy, and there is this general sense that things hasn't getting better. If Kamala was out there actively pushing for solutions, or at least addressing these concerns, maybe people would feel differently about her. But right now, it feels like she's avoiding the spotlight. And then there's the whole foreign policy angle. The young man in the video mentioned how she tied herself to Biden and the other country, obviously referring to the administration involvement in international conflict. This is another issue that is dividing people. Some believe the US should be focusing more on domestic problems rather than getting involved in foreign affairs. And since Kamala hasn't really distanced herself from Biden's decision, she's getting dragged into the criticism as well. Now, does this mean she's completely out of the 2028 race? Not necessary. We all know how politics works. A politician can go quiet for a few years, rebound, and suddenly they are front runner again. But if Kamala does decide to run in 2028, this moment right here is going to be a huge problem for her. People are going to ask, where were you when the country needed leadership? Why did you stay silent when things were tough? And those are tough questions to answer. Now, let's talk about the reactions because, oh boy, the internet did not hold back. Some people are really fully agreeing with the young man's speech, saying that Kamala has been a disappointment. Comments like, he's speaking not but facts, and she was all talk when she was campaigning, but now she's missing in action, are everywhere. Others are pointing out that she's just doing her job and that the vice president isn't supposed to be a media personality. Some even say it's a double standard, that Biden's quiet moment don't get the same level of criticism. And then you have the people who are defending her, saying that she's being unfairly blamed for Biden's shortcomings. Their argument, the vice president can't make executive orders. She is not the president, so it's not her place to step out in front. But here's the thing. Nobody forced her to run for vice president. She took the role, and with that comes expectations. If she wanted to just sit back and wait for 2028, that is the risky strategy. At the end of the day, this speech went viral because it tapped into real frustration, whether you love Kamala or dislike her. The truth is people feel disconnected from their leadership right now, and that is the problem for any politician thinking about their future. So what do you all think? Is Kamala really mere, or is this just how the vice president role works? Should she be speaking up more, or is the criticism unfair? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you all in the next one.